Eli dipped into the ceremonial bow, spine straight as a rod, just like the briefings drilled into him. "Well," he said, rising with a quick grin at the translator drone hovering by his shoulder, "that was easier than parallel parking back on Earth." The words tumbled out light, a reflex to cut the tension of the vaulted throne room. Marble floors gleamed under hovering crystal lights. Alien courtiers in iridescent robes lined the walls, their multifaceted eyes fixed on him. A single, honest bark of laughter. Silence crashed down. Queen Salix Var straightened on her throne of coiled obsidian. Her elongated neck pulsed. She answered with a sharp throat click, 2 rapid bursts, like stones skipping over water. Her violet eyes locked onto his, unblinking. Eli's grin faltered. Heat crept up his neck. Had he mispronounced? The drone hadn't buzzed a correction. Guards in segmented armor snapped to motion. 6 of them, each twice his height, slammed crystal lattice doors at the hall's far end. Echoes boomed. No exit. Eli's hand twitched toward his hip. Empty. Per protocol. "No sidearm." High Interpreter Nemi glided forward from the Queen's dais. Her robes whispered over the stone. "Liaison Ward." She hissed through the drone, her voice a razor wrapped in silk.
"You have invoked the right of laughter."
Eli blanked.
What? It was just a joke."
"Harmless." Courtiers murmured, necks pulsed in waves. Chancellor Aron Keth stepped from the shadows beside the throne. His robes dripped with authority, gold threads weaving imperial crests. He raised a claw-tipped hand. By the Eternal Code, Article 7, laughter in the royal presence constitutes a formal mating claim upon the sovereign. Queen Salix has acknowledged. The bond forms. Eli's stomach dropped. Mating claim? His laugh? He scanned faces, no smiles. Eyes bored into him like lasers. Queen Salix rose. Her form towered, scales shimmering sapphire over lithe muscle. She descended the dais steps, each click of her talons measured. She stopped an arm's length away. Heat radiated from her skin. Her scent, ozone, and spice filled his nose. Eli swallowed. "High Interpreter, tell me this is a translation glitch." Nemi's multifaceted eyes flicked to the Queen, then back. "No glitch, human. Your vocal burst mimics our courtship challenge." Public, binding, legal force across the Empire. Her security clearance let her shadow him, but her hand hovered near her concealed stun rod.
"Eli, we need to move."
Now, guards shifted. Spears crossed. Chancellor Keth's mandibles clicked in what Eli guessed was a smirk. The claimant stays. Ceremony demands witness, or forfeit the treaty. Eli's mind raced. Pattern recognition, his diplomat's edge, kicked in. Laughter as proposal? Humans laughed at stress. These Varans? Something rarer, high stakes. Like a duel. He met the Queen's gaze, steady. "Your Majesty, I meant no offense." Earth custom.
Humor eases talks.
Salix tilted her head. Her throat vibrated softly. No click. Through Nemi's drone. Humans intrigue. "Your claim honors me. We proceed to binding vigil." Eli's pulse hammered. "Proceed?" Mara leaned in, whisper sharp. "This is extraction time." "Signal the shuttle." "No," Eli murmured. "Treaties on the line. Billions in trade." One laugh doesn't tank it. Keth circled, robe swirling. "Bold little liaison. Few survive the trials. Fail, and your species pays indemnity." "Vast." Courtiers nodded. Nemi shot Keth a glare but said nothing. Eli straightened. Humans adapted. Fast. "Trials? Name them."
Ask Silix's eyes gleamed. First, the gaze of trust.
"Hold my sight. No blink. Reveal intent." Eli thought. Blinking contests were playground stuff. They stood toe-to-toe. Her breath feathered his face. Warm. Electric. Seconds stretched. Watered. He willed them dry. A courtier gasped. "He endures." Keth snorted. "Luck." Salix's throat clicked once. "Approval? Next?" She said. Harmony echo. "Mimic my call." She loosed a trill, rising, falling, complex as birdsong. Eli listened.
"Patterns," he hummed back, pitching his voice to match.
Off by a halftone on the dip. "Close." Courtiers leaned in. "Passable," Keth sneered, "but the true test looms. The weave of secrets. Share a vulnerability." "Public." Eli hesitated. "Vulnerability? Diplomats buried those." Salix spoke first, voice steady. "I fear silence. My hive thrives on pulse and call. Alone, I weaken. Courtiers hushed. Keth's eyes narrowed. Eli nodded, honest. I fear failure, not mine, my team's. I carry their trust. Murmurs approved.
Salix's scales flushed brighter.
Mara gripped his arm. Eli, this is insane. Biology's overriding sense.
Chancellor's my over.
He seeks regency through a failed claim. Sabotage your treaty. Play the ceremonies right. Trust her instinct over his words. Ellie nodded. Quick learner. Got it. What's the endgame? Full binding right tomorrow. Survive intrigue till then. Keth approached, claws steepled. Liaison, a private word. Clarify your intentions. Eli smelled trap.
Public only, Chancellor.
Keth's mandibles twitched, wise. For now. The hall unsealed partially. Courtiers filed into antechambers for the vigil feast. Mara stuck close. Ellie, your laugh just proposed to an empress. We laugh off wars back home.
Yeah, Eli said, forcing calm.
And they build empires on throat clicks. Adapt or bust. Salix paused at the archway. Locked eyes again. A soft click. Invitation? Eli followed. Heart pounding. Feast tables groaned under glowing fruits and seared proteins. Varens pulsed throats in rhythm. Music without instruments. Eli sat at the queen's left. Protocol drone-fed translations. Keth dominated talk from her right.
Human, your species multiplies without queens.
Chaotic. Unfit for binding.
Eli speared a morsel. Sweet, tangy, chewed.
Swallowed. We collaborate. No queens, but partnerships. Strong. Demonstrate. Challenge. Eli turned to her. Ask. Your greatest strength? Reading patterns. Like your pulses now, unity signal. Courtier stilled.
She'd pulsed discord earlier. Keth's doing? Keth flushed dull.
Coincidence, Nemi whispered via drone. Well spotted. He sows doubt. Mara, at Eli's back, tensed as a servant offered spiced nectar. Don't drink. Could be test.
Eli waved it off. Drank deep.
Warmth spread. No poison. Salix mirrored him. Keth leaned in. Tomorrow's right. The dance of claim. Fail and exile.
We'll dance. Night deepened.
Vigil torches dimmed. Eli retired to guest quarters. Guarded, no exit. Mara burst in. Shuttles prepped. Beam out. Eli paced.
No. Pull out. Treaty dies.
Keth wins. You're romancing an alien queen on a laugh. Eli grinned despite it.
Human habit. They're extraordinary.
We turn it. Dawnlight filtered crystal panes. Ceremony hall packed anew. Salix waited center stage. Robes shed to scaled elegance. Keth announced. The dance. Synchronize or sever. Music pulsed, throats en masse. Salix extended human don't laugh. Interpreter Nemi's mandibles clicked inches from Eli's ear. She gripped his elbow, scales rasping against his sleeve. The ceremony hall's throat singers hit a high trill. Courtiers swayed in perfect sync, pulses flashing blue unity across scaled hides. Eli stifled a snort. Queen Salix's extended frill quivered like a malfunctioning hologram. Her dance move looked exactly like his aunt's funky chicken at weddings. He clamped his jaw. Too late. A chuckle escaped. Silence crashed. Throat song died. Every eye locked on him. Salix's frill flared crimson. Nemi yanked him sideways. Idiot. Side chamber. Now. Eli stumbled after her. Captain Marasato surged from the human delegation's edge, but palace guards, armored var with pulse lances, blocked her path. Ward, get back here. Palace law, a guard rumbled through the drone translator. No outsiders beyond the right line. Mara's hand twitched toward her holster.
Stand down or, Captain Eli called. Hold position.
Trust me. Nemi shoved him through a crystal archway. The side chamber sealed with a hiss. Dim glow orbs flickered on. She spun, mandibles snapping. Repeat after me. Exact cadence. Or the binding claim locks forever. Eli blinked sweat from his eyes. Binding what? The laugh. Your laugh. Nemi paced, tails lashing. Va law. Public mirth at a queen's display equals courtship challenge. Legally binding. You claimed her. Eli's stomach dropped. I chuckled at the dance. Nervous reflex.
Reflex?
Nemi thrust a data slate forward. Holotext scrolled in jagged var script. Salix var, I yield the frill's call. Cadence. Low pulse, rising click. Hold sibilant. Protocol drone hummed in his ear, feeding phonetics. He cleared his throat.
Salix var, I yield the frill's call.
His tone dipped low, clicked up. Too fast. Held the sibilant like a hiss. The chime blared from the walls, crimson alarms pulse. Nemi recoiled. Wrong. Too eager, that's acceptance cadence. The chamber door irised open. Chancellor Orin Keth strode in, robes swirling. His dull flush deepened to maroon.
Interpreter. The human mangles the right.
Detain him.
Chancellor.
Nemi started. Keth ignored her. Guards flanked the door. Human, your chaos offends. Exile awaits. Eli straightened. Pattern reader kicking in. Keth's tails curled aggressive, eyes flicking to the main hall. Not just offense. Opportunity. Chancellor, let's clarify. Misunderstanding, not malice. Clarify in chains. Keth signaled. Guards advanced.
Eli sidestepped, hands open.
Wait. Queen decides, right? From the hall a commanding pulse echoed, deep violet authority. Salix's voice boomed via drones. Chancellor Keth. Stand down. The claimant attends me. Private audience.
Keth froze, tails stiffened.
Majesty, he, obey. Salix's tone sliced. Guards hesitated, then parted. Nemi exhaled relief. Go. Don't speak unless pulsed. Eli nodded. Heart pounding, he followed a lone escort back to the hall. Courtiers parted like waves. Whispers hissed. Drone translated. The soft skin claims. Keth's ploy crumbles. Her frill answered crimson. Salix waited on the central dais. Robes discarded, her scaled form gleamed. Emerald base, gold filigree pulsing faint blue. She extended the frill again. Slower. Invitation? Eli climbed the steps. Up close, her eyes held galaxies, compound facets, shimmering. Eli Ward. You pulsed unity at feast. Now claim. Explain. Drone fed her words smooth. Eli met her gaze. No laugh this time. Queen Salix. Human trait. Laughter signals safety, not claim. Misread pattern. Tested. Bar laugh binds mates. Legal force. Empire law. Eli nodded. Fast learner mode. Recall Nemi's whispers. Var queens chose sires publicly. Rivals challenged via displays. Laughter. Ultimate gauntlet. Prove worth without violence. Your law binds. I respect. But humans partner equal. No hierarchies in mating. But
Intrigue flickered in her facets. Equal?
show. From the hall's edge, Keth barked. Majesty, he mocks. Detain before. Salix's tail lashed. Pulse flared violet command. Silence, Chancellor. Private. Drones cut Keth's feed. The dais curtained off. Energy field humming. Alone with her. Eli exhaled. Mara would kill him later. Private audience. What now? Salix circled him. Frill brushed his arm. Warm. Electric. Test cadence true. Reject or affirm? Eli swallowed. No slate. Pattern it. Her earlier pulse. Low. Rise. Hold. He mimicked. Salix var. I yield the frill's call.
Low rumble from chest, click tongue's sibilant breath. Her frill dimmed to blue.
Acceptance?
Yield accepted. But pulse lingers.
Human strength patterns. Keth sows discord. Prove loyalty? Discord?
He pushed the dance to trap me. Sabotage treaty.
Truth. Salix's claw tapped his shoulder.
Light. Trust signal? Aid me. Navigate your chaos. I navigate court. Alliance. Eli grinned, choked it fast.
Deal.
Partners. Mara's voice pierced. Ward. Security breach guards advancing. Keth's ploy shifted. Energy curtain flickered. Salix pulsed override. Field held. But cracks, spiderwebbed. Eli tensed. Captain Sato incoming? Affirm. Law blocks, but she's pushing. Salix's eyes narrowed. Human protector fierce. Good. Nemi burst through a side panel, tails whipping. Majesty. Keth rallies elders. Claims your override weakens throne. Detention vote now. Salix straightened. Cream flared gold command. Eli Ward speaks for claim. Eli's pulse raced. Public defense? Against Keth's web? Me. Protocol. Patterns. Human.
Salix thrust a calm orb into his palm.
Read theirs. Expose.
He gripped it.
Orb hummed. Feed of court pulses scrolling. Discord spikes from Keth's cluster. Mara outside. Vital signs, spiting fury. Door irised. Elders assembled, scaled heavies, tails coiled. Keth center. Majesty bends to alien whim. Bind or banish, Eli stepped forward. Orb data burned patterns into his brain. Chancellor's discord predates my laugh. Pulses logged. Feast unity sabotage. Gasps rippled. Drones broadcast his words. Keth flushed maroon. Lies. Eli tapped orb. Hollow projected. Keth's pulse jamming Salix's earlier signal. Proof. Salix pulsed approval. Bright gold. Keth snarled. Trickery. Guards hesitated. Mara shoved through the line outside.
Ellie, Captain, stand by.
Eli faced Salix. Partners hold.
Her frill brushed his hand.
Crimson edged blue. Not rejection. Something deeper. Keth lunged. Tail strike aimed at orb. Eli dodged. Mara tackled. Scales met synth leather. Chaos. Salix roared command. Guards swarmed Keth. Hall hushed. Treaty intact. But Salix's gaze lingered on Eli. Claim evolves, human. True binding dance. Eli blinked. Worse than laugh? Orb pinged new. Eli clutched the humming orb as it pinged sharp. A fresh alert scrolling across its hollow. Vocal analysis complete. Laughter classified. Compatible resonance.
Salix's frill snapped toward him, gold veins pulsing command.
Physicians now. Prove your signal's truth. Guards hauled Keth away in chains, his tail thrashing. Mara dusted off her synth leather, eyes locked on Eli. Extract now? Not yet. Eli pocketed the orb. Treaty first, claim second. He followed Salix through irising doors into a vaulted chamber. Bioluminescent vines coiled walls, pulsing in sync with her breath. Deep, rhythmic heaves that made her scales shimmer. Attendants flanked her throne. Lithe drones with frills half flared in caution. High interpreter Nemi hovered at Eli's elbow, tail twitching. Human, mirror her rhythm. It binds intent. Fail and Keth's petition revives. Eli nodded. Goal clear. Sync breaths. Validate claim. Kill the sabotage. Salix inhaled, chest expanding like bellows, frill flaring wide. Exhale hissed slow, vents along her neck glowing blue. He matched it. Inhale deep. Lungs burned human style, efficient. Exhale steady. No frills. Just diaphragm control from years of stress yoga. Her rhythm accelerated. Short gasps, then long holds. Attendants strained to copy, tails quivering. One drone wheezed, frill drooping gray. Eli held. Oxygen debt? Push through. Pattern locked. 3 short, 1 endless. Salix's eyes widened. Vertical slits dilating. She broke first, frill collapsing crimson. Attendants gasped, collapsing to knees. Impossible. Nemi's voice cracked. Humans endure? Eli exhaled final. Stamina's our thing. What's next? Salix rose, frill brushing his arm. Warm scales, electric tingle. Scan confirms. Royal physicians swarmed, probes whirring. One pressed a crystal wand to Eli's throat. It hummed, lights dancing over vocal cords. Resonance match 92%. Lead physician bowed to Salix. His nervous laugh emits binding frequencies. Legal claim stands, not mimicry, true signal. Drones buzzed shock. Nini paled scales. Admissible evidence. Keth cannot deny.
Eli's skin prickled.
Nervous tick from the feast? Now Empire law? Salix's gaze locked his.
Intent proven. You challenge as partner.
Mara commented. Ellie shuttle prepped. This dance smells like trap.
Stand by. He pocketed probe data.
Orb pinged again. Keth's petition filed from cells. Public binding dance mandatory pre-treaty. Queen yields or humans banished. Nemi hissed. He twists law. Dance seals claim publicly, or voids it. Salix thrust a ritual band at Eli. Woven scales glowing. Where? Learn. Steps via orb.
Tomorrow arena.
It tightened, syncing his pulse to hers. Thrum, thrum, alien heartbeat echoing his own. Chamber cleared. Alone with Salix, her frill softened blue. Why laugh? True claim? Earth habit. Eli shrugged. Nerves. Joy.
Defiance. Not mating.
Her tail curled near his boot. Here, all 3 bind.
Orb-fed dance patterns, spins, flares, synchronized pulses. Eli drilled mentally fast feet from ballroom crashes. Pattern read from briefings. Mara burst in. Pulse lance slung. Scans show pheromones spiking. Biology's hijacking. We bolt. Salix's frill flared warning. Captain intrudes ritual. Protecting my charge. Mara squared up. Eli stepped between. Partners hold, remember? He synced breaths with Salix. Easy now. Her vents cooled. Mara backed off, jaw tight. Fine. But if tails tangle wrong. Night cycle dropped. Eli paced quarters, orb projecting holodance. Steps wove intimate. Frill touch, tail loop, pulse lock. Human body flexed hips loose, balance core strong. Nemi slipped in, eyes darting. Keth bribes elders, fail one step. Claim forfeits. Treaty dies. Patents. Eli tapped orb. Show me his cluster. Hollow spiked. Keth's allies pulsing sabotage codes. Eli traced. Weak link. Elder Voss. Grudge from old war. Feed me leverage. Nemi hesitated, then uploaded. Risky. Exposed too soon. Trust the read.
Eli memorized. Dawn throbbed lights.
Arena thrummed. Thousands scaled, frills rippling waves. Drones broadcast empire-wide. Keth chained in box. Smirking maroon. Salix descended platform, robes swirling void black. Eli met her center sands. Band pulsing hot. Begin. Her voice boomed. Music surged, vibrations rattling bones. First pattern. Circle spin. Eli matched feet light, dodging tail sweeps. She flared, he ducked, human agility threading scales. Crowd hissed approval. Her frill brushed his chest, scent like ozone and spice. Second, pulse lock. They pressed palms. Heartbeats synced. His steady thud, hers thunder roll. He held longer, her vents hitched. Endure, she murmured. Third, weave twist. Tails absent on him, but she looped his leg, testing. Eli pivoted, using momentum, slipped free, spun her into lead. Gasps echoed. Queens never followed. Keth bellowed, alien mockery. Elder stirred. Orb burned. Voss's pulse spiking doubt. Eli signaled Nemi. Holo burst mid-dance. Voss's bribe logs. Keth's jam codes. Arena froze. Salix roared, seizing lead. Final lock. Frill to face, breath smurge. Eli held, stamina unyielding. Her crimson-edged gold acceptance.
Crowd erupted. Keth's box sealed shut.
Treaty orbs activated, signatures flowed. But Salix lingered close, band glowing shared pulse.
Claim true. Dance evolves private.
Eli's pulse raced. Not nerves. Patterns match. Her laugh echoed. First he'd heard. Binding frequency hummed his bones. Orb pinged, urgent, biological sync advancing. Fertility window detected.
Nemi's claws dug into Eli's sleeve.
She yanked him from the arena sands before the crowd's roar fully died. Private right next. One slip, and the claim shreds the treaty. Her frills quivered. Live observers. 3 elders in hovering thrones, trailed them into a dim side vault. Hollow feeds flickered active. Eli's band throbbed, sinking to Salix's retreating pulse. Fertility ping echoed in his orb. He shoved it aside. Focus. Traps first. Show me. Trap 1. Greeting coil. She coiled her tail around his leg. Sudden and iron tight, elders leaned in. Vents hissing judgment. Nearer exactly, or it's assault on rank.
Eli scanned.
Tail pressure points. 3. He twisted his hips, using human flexibility to loop his calf over hers in counter spiral.
Loose fabric aided the slide. Nemi's eyes widened.
She pulled free. Pass. Human joints unnatural. No time to bask. Trap 2 scentward. She exhaled a spice-laced gust, vents flaring crimson. Observers' orbs pulsed red. Failure loomed. Inhale and affirm, but exhale wrong pitch, and its rejection venom.
Eli breathed deep. Ozone burned his lungs.
He matched her rhythm. Into 3, out 4. Human lungs held steady. No cough. He layered a neutral hum from throat exercises. Diplomat basics. Nemi recoiled.
Pure tone.
No queen endures that long. Elders murmured approval. 1 frill rippled gold. Last, Nemi snapped. Trap 3. Gaze lock. She fixed obsidian eyes on his, pupils dilating to pinpricks. Break first, and your prey. Blink wrong, subordinate forever. Eli held. Blinked in sync. Left right, microsecond delay. Pattern from her micro-tremors. Seconds stretched. Her vents hitched first. She shattered the lock. Impossible. Their blood never yields. Observers nodded. Hollow feeds chimed clear. Nemi slumped. You adapt too fast. Now, the vault rules. She slapped a data slate into his palm.
Honor webs. Convert them.
Eli's mind raced. He pocketed micronotes, scribbled trees on his cuff. Branch 1. Mirror action? Yes. Honor hold. No. Yield probe. Subbranch. Frill color? Crimson advance. Gold recede. Simple if-then. Human pattern speed. Got it. Cues loaded.
Cheat sheet.
Elders ban, decision aid. Eli cut in. Trees not text.
Watch. He ran a sim. Hollowtail coil. Tree fired. Mirror, counter, hold. Flawless. Alarms blared from the hall. Keth's box unsealed early? No. Mara's voice crackled in his earpiece. Allied drone swarm inbound. Keth's signature. Abort. Play it. They burst back into the grand hall. Salix waited on her void throne, robes pooling like ink. Courtiers ringed her. Frills taut. Mara flanked Eli, hand on stunner. Salix rose. Liaison word. Private claim demands proof. She signaled. A courtier, Oren Keth's lackey, stumbled forward, spilling a goblet of iridescent fluid across Eli's boots. Clumsy off-worlder, the courtier sneered. Unfit for VAR touch. Crowd vents hissed. Laughter bait. One guffaw, and the claim reignited. Public binding. Eli's, tree fired, staged insult? Yes, diffuse neutral. No laugh. He stepped through the spill, fluid steaming harmless. Splendor misplaced honors the floor. Neutral bow, gaze low. No smile. Courtiers blinked. Salix's frill edged gold. Diffused. Controlled. She extended a claw. Approach. Eli did. Her scent enveloped him, spice and storm. Band synced hotter. Courtiers parted. Then a buzz. Tiny drone. Keth's mimic darted from shadows. It hovered mid-hall, replaying Eli's original laugh. That first guffaw from days ago. Amplified empire-wide. Binding frequency hummed. Crowd froze. Frills flared crimson. Keth stepped from his dais, unchained somehow. Hear the challenge anew. Human mocks the queen publicly. Claim forces mating? Or war? Salix's eyes snapped to the drone. Vents thundered. Sabotage, but law stirred. Laughter public meant claim public. Fertility ping screamed in Eli's orb. Sync peaking. Mara drew her stunner. Extract now? Eli's tree jammed. Cheat? Adapt. He snatched the drone mid-air, human reflexes blurring. Crushed it. Sparks died. False echo. Source? He tossed shards at Keth's feet. Keth smirked. Legal replay. Your laugh binds. Nemi burst in. Forge proof. Logs. Salix silenced her with a claw. She circled Eli, frill brushing his arm. Pulse bands merged gold. True claim tests truth. Her vents grazed his neck. Laugh now or deny. Eli held steady. No guffaw. Tree. Honest diplomacy. Human laugh means joy, not claim. But your dance matches.
He met her gaze. Held.
Her laugh rippled. Hers alone. Crowd gasped. Queens never initiated. Keth lunged.
Lies. Fertility window. Mara's stunner hummed.
She dropped in cold. Security drones swarmed.
Salix seized Eli's band, pulled him close.
Private right. Her whisper hummed bones. Fast. Hall doors sealed. Eli's pulse thundered. Not fear. Mara signaled. Voss, incoming. But orb pinged new. Sync locked. Irreversible. Keth stirred in cuffs, eyes gleaming. A second drone whirred from his sleeve, unseen. A fake laugh boomed through the sealed hall, sharp and human. Eli's voice twisted perfect. Nobles recoiled. Vents hissed empire-wide. Pulse bands flashed red. Second claim. Binding doubled. Eli's eyes locked on Keth. The Chancellor stirred in cuffs, sleeve twitching. Drone whirred free, tiny vents mimicking his guffaw on loop. He sprinted across the dais, marble slick underboots. Nobles parted like waves. Live feeds captured every stride, human speed blurring frills and claws. Keth smirked. Twice claimed? Queen yields or wars. Drone hovered at chest height, broadcasting Eli's laugh in endless challenge. Fertility pings screamed from every band.
Sync locked tighter.
Eli leaped, fingers snatched air. Missed. He twisted mid-stride, boot slamming down. Crunch, sparks flew. Plastic shards skittered across stone. Silence crashed. Hall vents froze. Mara's stunner hummed beside him. Clear shot? Not yet. Eli stood tall, boot-grinding remnants. Shards smoked. Source destroyed. Proof. Nobles murmured. Drones hovered. Feed zooming on his face. Sweat beaded. Breath steady. Human reflexes. Ordinary back home.
Here?
Legend. Queen Salix rose from her throne. Mantle unfurled, vast and iridescent. She descended steps in fluid grace, frill pulsing gold. One claw extended. Gasps rippled. Queens never approached claimants. Law demanded they wait. Tested. She draped her mantle over Eli's shoulders. Warmth enveloped him. Vents grazing skin. Sinking pulses. Shielded. Protected.
Keth thrashed in cuffs.
He crushed evidence. Nemi darted forward. Claws clicking. Logs confirm. Drone forged Keth's signature vents. Salix's gaze pinned Keth. Her mantle tightened around Eli, pulling him close. Frill brushed his jaw. Claim tested. Truth holds. Eli felt her heat. Pulse bands merged seamless, hers dominant, his sinking fast. Biology tugged, alien urges flickering in his veins, but earth training kicked in. Read patterns, adapt. He stepped forward under her shelter. Voice steady. Your law binds on laughter, mine doesn't. Hall stilled. Mara tensed at the edge, hand on stunner. Security drones circled Keth, dragging him back. Eli met Salix's eyes, black pools with golden rims. Humans laugh for joy, relief. Not always claim. He glanced at the nobles, feeds capturing every word. But respect demands counterright, human way. Murmurs swelled.
Nemi's vents flared. No precedent.
Turned to Salix fully. Mantle still linking them. Consent on record. Choose now, publicly. Accept my counter or release the claim. No war, no force. Her frill quivered. Vents thrummed against his neck, testing scent, pulse. Queens chose mates in isolation, biology dictating. Public? Unheard. You offer choice? Her voice hummed low, bones vibrating. My kind. Fertility windows close. Law compels. Eli nodded. Earth compels consent. Always. He extended his palm open. Human gesture. Trust. Laugh with me. Joy shared. Or walk away.
Nobles leaned in.
Feeds broadcast wide empire watched. Keth snarled from cuffs.
Fool!
She'll bind you eternal. Salix's claw touched his palm. Cool, precise. Pulse bands flashed. Query sync. His orb pinged data, her patterns flooding in. Vents cycled faster. Frill edged crimson. Human right. Strange. She tilted head, studying. Show. Eli smiled. Careful, no laugh. Repeat after. We sync as equals. Choice free. Her vents mimicked. Equals. Claw tightened. Choice free. Gold bands locked empire-wide. Cheers erupted thunderous vents. Nobles bowed low. Mara exhaled. Diplomacy win, but Salix pulled him closer. Whisper hummed private. 现在being true. Private chamber. Learn full patterns. Eli's pulse spiked. Her mantle guided him toward sealed doors. Biology pulled. Sync irreversible now. Heat built in his core. Alien urges sharpening. Keth laughed from the floor. Window peaks tonight. She'll breed you dry. Nemi trailed, claws gesturing. Treaty holds. But fertility right demands witnesses. Doors hissed open to inner sanctum. Salix's frill brushed his chest. Trust fast, Eli Ward. My rival's circle. He stepped through. Mara signaled hold. Boss ship inbound. Extraction ready. But ore blocked. Sync bound. Choice made. Sanctum glowed soft. Vents pulsing walls, fertility webs shimmering. Salix shed mantle. Scales gleamed. Counter right, nearer my vents. Eli stripped jacket. Human skin bare. He matched her rhythm. Chest rising. Falling. Sync deepened. Her laugh rippled true. Soft, initiating. Nobles outside gasped. Via feeds. Claws traced his arm. Humans endure. Vents grazed lips. Prove.
It pulled her close. Lips met frill. Gentle.
Consent echoed. Biology surged. His strength met her grace. Patterns meshed. Hours blurred. Webs cradled. Sync peaked. Gold eternal. Dawn vents hummed. Claim hours. Treaty sealed. Eli traced her scale.
Doors pounded! Nemi burst in.
Kef escaped. Rivals rally claim war.
Mara stormed behind. Extract? Salix rose, mantle flaring. We fight together. Eli stood.
Human grit met Queen's fire. Drone's word feeds live.
Keth's voice boomed from hall speakers. False right. Human poisons her. Eli grinned. Round 2. Salix's frill crimsoned. Laugh with me. They did. United. Hall shook.
Empire turned. Queen Salix slammed her claw on the chamber seal.
Massive doors hissed shut, locking the audience hall's outer throng. Drones hummed overhead, feeds cutting to Noble's gasps. Eli Ward stood firm beside her, heart steady despite the pounding at the gates. Keth's voice still echoed from speakers. False right.
Treason. State your intent, Eli Ward. Salix's frill flared crimson, vents pulsing fast.
No humor. No laughter. Words only. Eli met her golden eyes. No backing down. Mara gripped her sidearm at the edge of his vision, Nemi's claws twitching nearby. He nodded once. Partnership. Treaty intact. No claim beyond alliance. Her tail lashed, scales shifted iridescent under throne lights. Laughter binds us. Legally. You challenged me. Eli scanned the chamber. Fertility webs dangled from vents, witnesses' alcoves empty now. Keth's rivals lurked outside, but here. Control. He stepped closer, voice level. Define it new. Joint decree. Laughter as signal, yes, but consent separate. Human norm, laugh means joy, not claim. Salix circled him slow. Frill brushed his arm, electric. Ver law, laugh initiates. Queen accepts or rejects. Yours triggered. Empire saw. Amend it.
Eli held her gaze. Courtship signal requires 2 acts.
Laughter first. Ours had both, in right. But redefine. Human laughter alone? Cultural note, not binding without words. Nemi hissed from shadows. Bold. Keth twists law already. He claims your poison mocks purity. Salix paused. Thence slowed. Keth holds leverage. Old pacts. My rivals fund his fleets. He demands my withdrawal from human trade, or civil fracture.
Eli's mind raced patterns. Keth's game, corner queen, blame humans.
Mara signaled, extraction viable. But Eli shook head slight. Trust her. Public move. No fight. Cultural exchange. Her eyes narrowed. Explain. Duel of stories. Eli spread hands open. You versus Keth. Transparent rules. Feeds live. No edits. Humans tell truths through tales. Your court hears ours. Forces honesty. No hidden leverage.
Salix's frill rippled amused.
Duel? Varsettle blood, not words. Words cut deeper. Eli grinned faint. Cut it. Serious. I tell human story. Endurance. Loser yields point. Treaty witness. Nemi judges. Pounding grew. Keth's drones buzzed gates. Open. Queen yields to mammal. Mara stepped forward. Eli, extraction now. Voss, inbound. No. Salix's claw grazed Eli's chest. Warm. Accept duel. Open gates. Doors groaned wide. Nobles flooded in. Scales clashing, frills high. Keth strode center, robes billowing. Bind no more to this laughing beast. Eli faced him. Chancellor. Duel. Stories. Transparent. Feeds record all. Keth sneered. Fangs glinting. Child's game. I accept. Crush your fables. Nemi raised staff. Rules. 3 tails each. Truth proven by right sync. Chamber hushed. Drone's word live. Salix mounted throne, Eli at her side. Her tail coiled his leg. Subtle claim. Mara flanked opposite. Eyes sharp. Keth spoke first. Tale of Var might. Queens conquer stars. Mammals? Prey.
E-synced vents slow. Nobles rippled approval.
Eli countered. Human tale. Apollo 13. Ship breaks. Crew adapts. Tape. Socks. Survive vacuum. He breathed deep, matched Keth's rhythm. Chamber vents echoed his calm. Gasps rose. Humans endure. Salix's frill brightened. Nemi nodded. Sync true. Keth snarled. Second tale. Rivals crushed under claw. No mercy. Vents surged violent.
Eli matched steady.
Human, Nelson Mandela. Prison 27 years. Forgives. Leads nation. Breath even. Nobles leaned. Alien grace in human grit. Votes tilted. Keth's scales paled. Final round. Keth leaned in. Your laughter? Deception. Poisons her line. Eli locked eyes. Human truth. Laughter heals. Post-war, we joke through pain. Builds trust. He synced perfect. Vents hummed harmony. Salix's laugh escaped soft. Chamber echoed. Nobles roared approval. Feeds blazed empire-wide. Keth recoiled. Rigged. Transparent. Nemi banged staff. Humans win. Leverage yields. Treaty pure. Salix rose. Duel done. Eli Ward. Partner. Her claw took his hand. Public. Mara holstered weapon. Grin split. Nice hack, diplomat. One tail left. Private. He lunged at Salix. Claw raised. Eli moved first. Tackle blow. Human strength pinned. Mara cuffed him swift. Chamber exploded cheers. Salix pulled Eli up. Frill crimson full. Honesty now. Your true intent? Eli dusted scales. Met her eyes. Legal hack saved face. Personal promise. Stay. Learn your vents. Your laugh. Equals. Her vents synced his breath. Lips brushed frill. Claim accepted. Keth dragged away. Empire feeds glowed gold. But Nemi whispered urgent.
Rivals flee. War fleets stir.
Salix's tail tightened. Next duel. Stars.
Eli nodded. Human fire met Queen storm.
Doors sealed again. Her scales pressed close. Prove promise.
He did. Patterns meshed deeper.
Laughter shared secret now. Outside, Mara signaled Voss. Hold. Eli's choice held. But drone feed glitched. Keth's final whisper leaked. Fleets launch. Eli tensed. Salix felt it. Together? Always. They armed. Empire awaited. Queen Salix thrust her claw toward the vaulted ceiling. Witnesses, bind the new law. Drones captured every scale shift. Eli stood tall. No fear. Pattern read. Keth cornered but desperate. Laughter signals interest. Consent demands words and sync. Human variant noted. Binding. Keth's chains rattled from guard hold. Blasphemy. She weakens. Salix ignored him. Turned to Eli. Your move sealed peace. But rivals plot. Keth's fleet's mass at rim. Ellie processed. Fast. Public proof. Story duel expands. Invite captains. Live sync test. Her eyes gleamed. Clever mammal. Chamber stirred. Mada comed Voss. Delay extract. Diplomats playing long. Nemi distributed invites via drone net. All transparent. No shadows. Keth spat. You'll fail. Var blood demands. Eli cut in. Stories first. Your third tale? Keth glared. Forced. Empire falls to weak queens. Vents faltered. Lie detected. Eli's turn.
Human Women Code Enigma.
Win war quiet. Sync peaked pure. Nobles voted thunder.
Keth slumped.
Salix pulled Eli aside. Throne alcove shadowed.
Truth. Why risk? Eli traced her frill.
Honest. Your strength calls mine. No domination. Thence grazed skin. Promise holds. Lips matte. Frill to mouth. Heat surged. Pounding resumed. Rival envoys arrived. Duel spread. Mara watched door. Fleets inbound. Hack enough? Eli grinned inside. One more story.
Empire turned. Not to war, but wonder.
Keth's poison vial. Missed in scuffle. Salix swayed. Eli caught Eli's arms locked around Queen Salix's waist. Her frill quivered against his chest. She slumped, scales paling to ash gray. Poison, Eli shouted. Guards surged forward. Chancellor Keth twisted in their grip, eyes wide. Nemi's voice cut through. Vial scan. Now. A drone whirred overhead. Red light flashed on Keth's robes. Tetrode invariant. Lethal dose. Salix gasped. Her vents hissed weak. Eli lowered her to the throne dais. Hold on. Antidote. Mara Sato burst from a side chamber, rifle slung low.
Human med kit inbound. Voss, beam it.
Eli pressed 2 fingers to Salix's neck pulse. Steady but fading, her eyes locked on his.
Keth snarled. Keth snarled.
She claims me weak. Empire needs strength.
Nobles murmured. Frills rippled in waves of doubt. Eli stood, facing the chamber. Story duel expands. Full court. Invite rival captains. Live sync test. Prove all. Salix nodded faintly. Accepted. Transparent.
Nemi activated the drone net. Hollow invites pulse to every fleet command.
Session opens in 10 cycles. No shadows.
Mara knelt beside Eli. Whispered.
Keth's signal. Extract now? Eli shook his head. Peace first. Or war. Crystal pillars hummed with vent sensors. Rival captains arrived in armored shuttles. Scaled warriors with frill crests scarred from battles. They coiled at perimeter benches. Salix rose, antidoted. Color returned to her scales. She ascended the central dais. Eli flanked her left, Mara right, scanning crowds. High Interpreter Nemi struck the decree slab. Dual rules. Tales of strength. Vents judge truth. Laughter sinks consent. Human variant. Controlled bursts. Post-cue. Keth dragged center, chains glowing. I claim first refusal. Her laughter binds her to me. Salix's frill flared. Lies exposed. Your tales failed Vents. Speak your final. Keth leaned forward. Vents hummed expectant. Empire crumbles under mammal jests. Queens fall to weak seed. Vents faltered. Red mist sprayed. Nobles hissed. Eli stepped up. Goal clear. Demonstrate control. My tale. Human codebreakers. Women cracked enigma. One war silent. He watched Salix. Explicit cue needed. She nodded sharp. Frill pulsed green. Consent.
Eli laughed.
Short bursts. Ha ha ha. Matched her earlier echo. Vents surged blue. Pure sync. Captains leaned in. Frills twitched. One murmured, "No frenzy?" Salix smiled, fangs glinting. She inhaled, then laughed. Identical pattern. Ha ha ha. Chosen. Chamber exploded in vent roars. Blue mist filled air. Keth's chains tightened. Forced! Mimicry, nullified Nemi declared. Queen repeats by will. Claim voids. Keth lunged.
Guards pinned him, but Mara held up a data slate.
Not done. Nimic drone logs. She projected hollow. Drones swarmed the feed. Keth's face flickered, hidden signal to rim fleets. Sabotage codes embedded in his tails. Proof, Mara said. He triggered the vial remotely. Fleet recall ordered. Captains uncoiled. One barked into comm. Stand down. Chancellor's treason. Keth slumped. Va blood demands purity. Salix waved him silent, turned to Eli. Your pattern saves us.
Nemi unrolled the treaty scroll.
Crystal stylus glowed. Sign. Humans join as equals. Eli took the stylus. Salix's claw brushed his hand. Warmth lingered. He etched his name beside hers. Equals. Nobles chanted. Vents thrummed green.
But alcove shadows stirred. Private now.
Salix pulled Eli aside. Frill grazed his jaw. Courtship. On your terms. Mutual. Eli traced her scale pattern. No binding laughs. Words only. Partners. She coiled around him. Vents, warm on his neck. Agreed. Heat shared. Lips met. Frill to mouth. Mara comet from door. Fleets dispersed. Treaty holds. Eli pulled back. Grinned. Court watched expectant. He laughed again. On purpose. Ha ha ha. Clear, controlled. Silence fell. Then Salix echoed. Chamber vents blazed blue. Captains roared approval. Human sync. Empire strengthened. Nemi bowed. They understand now. Eli held Salix's gaze. Peace sealed. Hearts synced. But rim scanners pinged. New signal. Keth's loyalists. Salix's frill tightened. Next duel? Eli nodded. Ready.